Alright, so here's the little tent stove that I built, I'm working on. Kind of came up with my own ideas after looking at other people's ideas. And door opens. You have the grate on the inside. And then there's baffling up in there. I have a light up in there right now, so it shows the bottom, but there's baffles up there, so that the heat doesn't go right straight out the chimney. It has to go roll forward and then go up, and then it comes forward, it goes up through here, and then there's about a 1-inch gap all the way across the top that it goes through and then goes up the chimney. I like to make things simple. I don't like to have lots of different parts doing different things. I try to combine parts as much as I can into one piece. So I did that here with a few different things. I created an ash pan for the ashes. I created a spot for the grate to sit on, and I created air inlets around the sides in here, all in one sort of piece. So the air inlets also hold the grate. The air inlets also channel the ashes into the paint. So let me see if I take this out. You look in there, see the holes in the back, and the holes along the side, and the holes along the other side. The idea is that I wanted to make this thing go into a tent and seal up tight. I don't want sparks coming out. I do not want to set a highly flammable tent on fire when it's 10 degrees outside and I gotta scramble to try to stay warm in the snow and in a sleep bag or something. I want this thing safe, no sparks shooting out of it, sealed up tight. I want everything to be able to go inside of it, unscrew the legs, put them inside it, put the chimney pipes inside it, close it up, and nothing major protruding that's going to get busted off. Everything that's on here that sticks out is welded solid. Nothing's going to get busted off. And all the extra heavy pieces on here, this is the only part that sticks out. Once this is all closed up, and I throw it on a sled and I haul it out into the woods, there's no pieces that are going to get knocked off. So when I get in the woods to set it up, something's missing and I'm screwed because I can't make it work. So I want it all set up tight. I want it all to work good. So here's the, you see the hole, the inlet's in there. So what happens is that when you unscrew these out of here, these couplings, 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 legs, go up into, they go up into and inside that channel there. So when it's running, I can actually take a lighter and hold it on here and it'll suck the flame right up in there, which proves to me that it's drawing air in through each one of these 4 T's into this area and is bringing air in under the fire and in the back. Under the fire and in the back. Why? Because I got the baffle there. I want the heat to come back here and I want it to roll forward and then roll back again to come out the chimney. So we have this constant flowing like this through there, which holds the heat longer instead of it just going right straight out. Then you have a cold spot up front, extra hot in the back. Now it stays hot throughout the whole thing. I checked it on top. I got it to 1,000 degrees right here on top of this thing. The other reason for the legs being threaded pipe is that it's easy in the field. I don't need any tools. You know, if I used bolts or I used whatever else, anything, legs with nuts and bolts on them or anything like that, I have to have wrenches to put all together. These I can just unscrew and screw in by hand. They don't need to be tight. You know, we want airflow in there. If there's any leakage, that's just going to help. If I want to control the amount of air going in, I have 1/2-inch plugs that I can put in these, all 4 of these. So when I bring it out, they'll have plugs in them. And as I need more air, I can open them up or close them up, however I feel like. What else? Let's get the light out here. I changed the design of the baffle a couple times while I was working on it. At first, let's see. At first I had cut a little square hole in the back. I thought that when I was first trying to get the fire going, it would be too hard for it to draft this way and that way, so it'd be nice to have a little spot for it to immediately start drafting and warming up the chimney and creating a draw inside here to get the fire burning faster. Then after it got hotter, it would find its way to the front and go out. And I don't know, it didn't seem to work, so then I drilled like 4 half-inch holes around there. And then I cut like these slots in here. And then afterwards, it seemed that it was just fine and it worked better with them sealed up. So I just welded a little plate in there and I welded the hole shut, and then I welded up the slots. And then I just opened up a slot up here towards the front for that to go up. And then I put like a lip on here, and it's lower than what this is, so that the smoke would come through here, get trapped on this under the smoke shelf, and then make its way up through there, and then up the chimney, up the back. Gasketing on the door to seal it up tight. Oh, back to the legs. I get sidetracked. Back to the legs. I also made it so that it's just pipe thread. So let's say you're in a bigger tent. Right now I got it set up for a small tent. Let's say you're in a bigger tent. Let's say you're in deeper snow. Let's say you want to get your cooking surface up high or whatever. Go to any hardware store and buy longer pieces of pipe. Whatever lengths you want. Put them in there. You want 3 foot long legs? Put that stove up 4 foot off the ground. You can do that. However you want. So the last thing is this side right here. There's an extra plate welded on there all around, and there's this little lip part up here. I have a stainless steel water tank that holds about 3 gallons of water that just hangs on that ledge. It just clips, it just pops it on there, hangs. Sits up against this plate, and it will boil water. And it has a spigot on the bottom that you can open to have instant hot water from the tent stove. Freeze up the top for cooking. Put a frying pan up there and you can cook whatever you want in it. Put a pot up there, put a coffee pot up there, whatever. But I'll have hot water on the side for washing up, making quick things that need hot water, like oatmeal or any of those prepackaged meals. You just add the hot water to. It'll be there ready to go. So that was my idea. In hindsight, I would have made these bigger. These are 1/2 inch. I probably would, for redoing this, I'd probably make them 1 inch. All 4 of them 1 inch. It seems like it's just not quite enough airflow that it needs. I may change those to 1 inch later on, but for right now, I'll put it out in the backyard and give it a trial burn. Hopefully this weekend I get all the woods and find out for sure how well it's going to do before I make any more changes. 3-inch flue. There's a damper in the stovepipe that goes on there. And that's it. Hopefully gives you some ideas if you want to make something like this. Take it, run with it. Do something better. Cool. Later, guys.